I would like to give you a brief introduction of the author of our story, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born in 1816 in Kolkata into a wealthy and literate family. He was a Bengali philosopher and a poet. He also won Nobel Prize in the year 1913 for Gitanjali. He was the first Asian person to receive this honor. He has written numerous poems, songs, fictions, dramas, etc. Our national anthem Jana Gana Mana was also composed by him. Now we, the students of grade 8, are going to perform a popular script written by the great poet.
Once upon a time, there lived a writer with his wife and his 5-year-old daughter Minnie. Minnie was a bubbly little girl who could not go a moment without chattering. She was a big chatterbox. She loved asking questions and without sparing a moment, moved on to the next question.
Mummy, why is the sky blue and why do dogs have tails and we don't? And what is it?
That is a dish scrub.
What is it used for?
It is used to wash dishes. Now go and play somewhere else and let me do my work.
Unlike her mother, who would often get vexed by her inquisitiveness, Minnie's father adored it, and their chats would be rather lively. One fine morning, as the writer was working on his novels, Minnie ran into the room.
Baba, I know the secret of rain. Pola has shown me. He said there is a big, huge, fat elephant behind the clouds who gathers all the water and sprays on the earth, and that's how it rains. Yay!
Minnie, please go out and play. Let me do my work.
I'm not talking anymore.
Minnie sat near the window and overlooked the main road. That is where she saw the Kabuliwala passing by on the road.
Get your dry fruits, mint pistachios, raisins.
Kabuliwala? Oh, Kabuliwala!
Kabuliwala was a dry fruit seller who used to sell a variety of fruits and nuts that he carried in a cloth bag. The little girl got scared and fled from her father's room.
Salam, Babuji.
Hello Rahman, how is everything?
All is well, Babuji.
That's good. What do you have today?
I have some almonds, raisins, cashews and nuts. What would you like?
I would like a box of raisin and pistachio.
Sure, Babuji.
Thank you.
Where is the little girl, sir?
Minnie, come meet the Kabuliwala.
No, Baba, I'm scared.
Don't be scared, little one. It's rude to call someone and not talk to them.
Hello, sweet girl. Have some raisins and almonds.
Go ahead, have some.
Do you like it?
Yes, of course.
That was the first time Minnie met Kabuliwala. One fine morning, as the writer was leaving to go for some work, he found his little daughter sitting outside the house talking to Kabuliwala. Never before had she such a patient listener who would listen to everything she would say. Minnie also had some fruits and raisins in the corner of her frock. The Kabuliwala had managed to gain the little girl's trust with a few dry fruits.
Why did you give that to her? Take this money for that.
Kabuliwala took the money quietly. Few hours later, when the writer got back home, he found his wife intensely questioning Minnie.
Minnie, who has given you this 5 annas?
That Kabuliwala gave it to me.
Oh my child, how could you take it from him?
Minnie, you must not take things and money like this from the strangers.
Yes, Baba.
Over the next few days, the Kabuliwala and Minnie became best friends. He would come by often and sit and talk to Minnie.
Oh, Kabuliwala, what do you have in your bag?
I have a big elephant. Well, when are you going to your father-in-law's house?
After hearing this, Minnie's face was filled with bewilderment.
Are you going there too?
Both started bursting into laughter. However, Minnie's mother was quite displeased that her little child was talking to a grown man.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't like her talking to that stranger. Be aware of that.
Don't worry so much. Mina has found a good friend in him.
I still do not trust him.
I know. I'll make sure and keep a close watch on him.
Kabuliwala would often go to Minnie's house and even spend time talking to the writer about various matters.
Yes, Babuji. I came here to make an honest living and earn enough and to support my family, and I will be back to my home.
Kabuliwala was used to be quite busy in selling nuts, collecting debts and visiting his customers. However, he would still make it to a point to put aside all his work and stop by to meet Minnie. So it continued as the two of them cracked their usual jokes and went into a symphony of laughter. One fine morning, the writer sat at his desk by the window writing his book. He suddenly heard an uproar of crowds on the street. He went out to find what was the matter. Outside was robbing the Kabuliwala being taken away by two police constables surrounded by a few people.
Turns out that Kabuliwala has taken money from the local minister's house. Poor man, didn't have enough money to go back home.
Oh, Kabuliwala, where are you going? Are you going to father-in-law's house?
And so, Rahman was sent for 25 years in jail on the account of robbery. Over the years, Minnie was sad, but soon her life was filled with new friends and she forgot about the Kabuliwala. As over years passed and Minnie was no longer a little girl. She had grown into a beautiful young lady who was getting married that night, and Minnie's father was quite busy in supervising the things and going through the accounts of wedding.
Yes, I paid to the caterers, the decorators and the flower wall.
And just then he heard,
Salam, Babuji.
Oh Rahman, when did you come back?
I was released from the jail last night.
Oh, I thought it was a 25-year sentence.
I was wrongly accused for 25 years sentence just because I was poor and would visit minister's house often. Police assumed that I was the robber, but they caught the real thief last week. I have been released.
Hearing this, Minnie's father was quite hesitant to have a criminal around on such an auspicious day. So he said,
Rahman, it is a day of great importance. Could you come by another day, please?
Yes, Babuji, sure. But before I leave, could I meet the little one?
As I said, it is a very important day. We will not be able to meet anybody. Everybody is busy.
No problem. But before I go, could you give these dry fruits to Minnie?
Yes, please take this money for that.
You are very kind, Babuji. But I never gave dry fruits to Minnie to get money or gain profit. Look, do you know what is this? It is the head impression of my little daughter who lives very far in Kabul. I keep this with me to feel close to her. She reminds me about my little daughter, and that is why I bring fruits and nuts for her.
After hearing this, the writer felt very sad and tears welled up in his eyes as he could feel the pain of a father's heart. And then he realized that he was judging Rahman by his appearance. He had forgotten that aside from him being a writer and Rahman being a dry fruit seller, they were both fathers. Realizing his mistake, he called out Minnie.
Minnie, please come here. There is someone who would like to meet you.
Yes, Baba.
Minnie walked out of her room clad in a red silk sari adored as a young bride, but she could not recognize Kabuliwala as over the years she had forgotten about him.
Hey little one, are you going to your father-in-law's house?
And that is when Minnie remembered that it was the Kabuliwala standing in front of her. She smiled and said,
Oh, Kabuliwala, have you brought nuts for me?
Oh little one, You have grown up now. You have reminded me about my own daughter who would be like you, will be getting married soon.
Now the writer understood what it means to a father to get his daughter married in his absence. He understood the pain of Kabuliwala, who could not see his own daughter for such a long time.
Come here and take this money. Go back to your home now and be with your daughter on her wedding day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Babu.
That when we truly miss our loved ones and see them in someone else, we try to be happy while dealing with the circumstances which keep us away from them.